Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 13 of my Scythia campaign on Rome Total War. Now, it's been a while since we've played this. I've been distracted with other series and also I've just been incredibly busy in general, but we are back to the Scythia campaign. So I'll give you sort of a brief summary of what's been going on. The major thing that happened at the end of the last episode is, of course, this relatively large Scipii army has landed outside of Apollonia, which we just took off the Brutii incidentally, but now the Scipii want a bit of it, so fair enough. So we'll sort out a plan to sort of try and deal with them. Now, Athens, we have this army of Belnirari, that's correct, yep, and he is chilling outside of Athens currently. Is he going to attack this guy? I can't remember. Lagging inside of there. I believe the reason why we didn't attack them last time was because of these guys, the light lancers. They're quite fast, they're quite quick on their feet, which causes trouble for our skirmishers. You know, I think that really is the weakness of skirmishers, or skirmishing cavalry anyway, is light cavalry. It really is the weakness, because they're stronger than them in the melee, because basically anything's stronger than Scythian horse archers in the melee. But also they're just as fast, so if they get backed into a corner, then they're pretty much screwed. And then this guy is got a few more of his light lancers and a couple of generals himself. It's actually not an easy Macedonian army to deal with, but we are going to have to deal with it at some point, so I'm thinking we'll probably do it this episode, or very soon in fact. Now, we have very, very small force, which is sort of like an expeditionary force out in Germania. Now, they attacked, I think it's Vicus Gothite, yes it is, and they did a good job actually. We defeated 2 out of 4 units, but we got pushed back because I didn't want to lose any units because the Scythians had run out of arrows, so they ceased to become useful. So we got a slight knockback against the Germanians. We actually did more damage than they did to us. In terms of mercenaries, nothing really much, so I'm not too bothered about that. But we will be advancing against the Germanians. But yeah, as I say, not a big force there at all. And of course, this force is heading towards Themyscira, quite a cool little settlement indeed, which has mining capacity as well, which is pretty cool. And these guys are joining them for some reason. Okay, not sure if that's really needed. Maybe one of you could head towards Germany. But, well, we'll sort it out. I don't know, to be honest. It's not of huge importance to me. Yeah. Okay. So, is there anything more we can do this turn? I believe not. The Parthians are still relatively strong over there, so I don't particularly want to go for them. And then, of course, we have this army outside of Segestica. The Julii stayed away from Segestica, which is good. I thought they were going to go for it, but they didn't. And then we have this army of Artavast, who's basically waiting for this Germanian to get out of the way so we can get to Aquincum. The Dacians we've pretty much dealt with, but now the Germanians are just causing trouble randomly, and we can't physically get our way over to Aquincum while he's still there. And I don't particularly want to attack him because he has got a stronger force than us. A force we can deal with horse archers, we just haven't got enough horse archers currently, which is a bit of a problem. But I think what we need to deal with first is the Scipii outside of Apollonia. That seems to be a logical starting point. Now, we could just wait for them to besiege us. The problem is we have a lot of horse archers, as you can probably see, and they're not going to be that good in defending a city. They'll do a job, but I'd rather have obviously heavy infantry and stuff, and there is no infantry. Incidentally, we can't even... It's such a small town that we cannot build, or recruit rather, axemen, which is a bit of a problem. And these axemen will take a solid 2 turns to get over to Apollonia, so possibly a bit of an oversight from me that I didn't actually make any heavy infantry capabilities over in Apollonia. But yeah, okay. Well, what we'll do, I think, is we'll go outside of the city and we'll try and do as much damage to Scipii outside the city as possible, and then hopefully they'll be so weakened that by the time they make it to Apollonia, they shouldn't have enough force. Even if we don't have any heavy infantry, they shouldn't have enough force to get past the arrows of the Scythian horse archers. So what army has Captain Mulius got is a strong army. It's actually a strong army. It is slightly weakened because of the banner, but it's full stack. So that's something to be slightly wary of, I would say. Okay, I think I've come up with a slight plan, which is there is reinforcements in Salona. We need as many troops as we can to defeat the Romans. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bait the Romans to attack me outside of Apollonia. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring everyone outside of Apollonia just for 1 turn, apart from these 7 peltasts. They shouldn't be able to enter the city in 1 turn, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I'll put my guys just outside of the zone of control here. Of course, Apollonia aren't happy. We'll load attacks for 8, but yeah, they're just not going to be happy. They're going to have to deal with it for 1 turn. There's nothing we can recruit, is there? Apart from more horse archers, of course. Which, to be honest, I don't really want. I want the population to go up, so that's fine. And then what we'll do, Salona, we can bring you guys over. Okay, you can't quite make it over from there. Head there. Lads from Salona, do we need the heavy? Do we need Paratua? If we... Okay, if 3 guys went out, public order doesn't go down too much. So you can join Artesias. Okay, not enough force. Not enough space, rather. Okay, what we'll do is we'll get rid of you, bring you in, and then bring these 2 horse archers in. There we go. Swap them around. And then Zailas, the young lad, can head up towards Salona. He's going to be needed up there. Now what we can do is we can go and attack the Scipii next turn. So they shouldn't be able to take Apollonia even if they put out the siege. It's not too much of a problem. So that's going to be next turn. We'll fight them. The Macedonians we can attack now. They have got some light cavalry, but we have got Scythian nobles who are pretty solid, and we got our own heavy cavalry. So I reckon we should be fine. So I'm going to attack. Yeah, I'm going to attack Aristobulus of Oricus. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Anyway, yeah, it reckons it's in our favour. I would say it probably is, but they do have more men, and probably the better men as well, but we'll see. Scythian armies are quite overpowered, so let's fight this battle on the battle map and see if we can take Athens. That'll be a big step forward, I think. Okay, so here we are on the offensive. We'll start the deployment, of course. Now, we have... I mean, this is a more diverse army than we're used to, because we're used to just having a ton of horse archers and nothing else. But we have heavy cavalry. We don't have any infantry, but that's what it's like playing a Scythia, unfortunately. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move these guys all back to here just for a second so I can kind of see what's going on. Zoom out a little bit as well, why not? Now, I reckon starting up here would be quite good, just so we have the high ground advantage, but I don't want to start too near to the edge of the map, because that could cause trouble. So what I'll do, these guys... in a long line. I like to have them in loose formation just because I do like that. And then we'll have them on run and skirmish mode. You guys probably backed up. Okay, I'll tell you what. You and you 2 along this flank. And then you and you 2 along the opposing flank. Reckon they can cause some trouble, especially if the light cavalry starts to harass our cavalry. Peltas won't be that useful. They can just stick around and skirmish. What we'll do, we'll group these guys up, we'll group these guys up, and we'll group these guys up, and I think we're ready to start the battle. So there we go. Okay, they've gone on a fortified hill position there, on a higher altitude than we are, but that's fair enough. Of course, there's a lot of phalanx, the Macedonians, which are easy to deal with if you're Scythia. Phalanx are very easy to deal with. Yeah, indeed. So what we'll do, we'll start moving these guys forward. Like so. They're going to slowly march forward. Why is the Peltas moving forward? No, right, okay. You guys move forward like so. You guys can start coming over to the wing here, or the flank. And then you guys can come into this flank. So it's going to take a while. So I'm going to speed up a little bit. Okay, slight movements in the Macedonians. They did in fact catch these guys here. Who are they? Light cavalry, yeah, light lancers. They're causing us trouble. Where is our heavy cavalry? What's it doing? The Scythian note. So these 3 really should be getting on these light lancers, or probably actually that general's bodyguard. Why not? Let's do it. Let's get on those general's bodyguard if we can. Peltas, you are going to suffer, but just pin the bodyguard for a second. Right, pause again. This unit's just dead. I'm not under any illusion of that. Where's the other? So these 3 are heading towards the general. What are you 3 doing? Oh, flip. I don't even know. Who's heading towards the general then? It's not these 3. So these 3 need to go for the light lancers. Get them off the field. They're wavering, and they're causing trouble. Credit to this unit, though. They haven't broken, which is good. In fact, the general's bodyguard is routing. Let's get him down. Okay, let's actually stop for a second. We don't want to charge into a phalanx. There's another general's bodyguard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get all 6 cavalry, heavy cavalry units to get on that general's body. How many generals they brought? Flipping hell. They've brought a lot of generals to the fight. Lads, you all need to get on this bodyguard quickly. What are they doing? Like, what is he doing? Like, that's just not what I told him. Like, blatantly not doing what he's told. Right, get into that guy. Run around here, run around here, run around here. Oh my god, they're just not doing what they're told. I mean, that is blatantly not what they were told to do. And now, the Scythian nobles, one of the units, has suffered greatly. Thankfully, one of the heavy bodyguard is routing. How many bodyguards they got? Wow. Okay, they've got a lot of generals. This is okay, somebody's died, I think. Flip, right, let's pause. No, 2 enemy generals. Very good. Xenocrates of Pythion. That is a pretty cool name, to be fair. And Anataeus of Messene. Right, okay. Yeah, and then a lot of this is light cavalry, which we'll be able to chunk through easily with our heavy cavalry, or we should be able to anyway. Let's just get this general down. In fact, I don't know if he is already down. Not really sure what's going on at this point, but all of these guys should be skirmishing against the phalanx and doing a solid job as well, hopefully. So we can just push forward against this light cavalry. They shouldn't be able to do much to us. They should break very quickly, yeah. Right, pause it quickly. We don't want to charge into this phalanx. You have the sole job of chasing down those light... You're not going to be able to chase down light lancers. You're too slow. Get into this unit here. Break all of the light lancers. We're taking a few losses to our heavy cavalry here, but at least the general's bodyguard will regenerate. As long as we don't charge into that phalanx, which we might do at this rate. Like, what is he doing? Is this me? The barbarian warlords aren't doing what they're told. Like, I know they're barbarians, so they have a high propensity to just do whatever the hell they want, but come on, like, this is a little bit ridiculous. They're just blatantly not doing what they're told. And like you, I'm pretty sure I cancelled the order. Right. Go into those archers. Right, who? Oops. What? I think one of us died. I think one of us died there. No, 2 more enemy generals. Ducalos? Don't know. And Aristobulus of Oricus, who we mentioned earlier. Fine, I think we killed 4 Macedonian generals. Of course, if we take Athens itself, then the Macedonians are no more anyway, so it's kind of incidental. No, don't charge to the phalanx. That's not what I told you to do. No, stop. Right, that's not what I told you. They broke. Okay. We're lucky they broke, because that's just not what I told him to do. I told him to charge the archers. But you do whatever you want, mate. Right, I have no idea how the Scythians are doing. Scythians, I mean horse archers. I think a few of them have died, but in general we're doing a solid job against the phalanx, which is good. We are wrapping the Macedonians up quite nicely here. So yeah, let's get that phalanx down, we might as well. And then we can focus on some of the weaker phalanx units. Looking at those militia hoplites. Okay, I want to get all 6 generals into one group now. Get them over here. I want them to act as a single unit. Yeah, a couple of them are a little bit depleted though on the old bodyguard front. So I'm going to let the Scythian horse archers do the majority of the work. You need to get back into the fight, mate. How are they doing? I'll speed up slightly. Because not a lot's going on. Okay, that unit's routed, which is good. A unit of levy pikemen are coming over, that's fine. Right, pause. You can melee combat these guys as they're routing. They won't be able to fight, they're just going to flee. But yeah, in general, we're doing a solid job now. We just need to make sure we don't charge into a phalanx, which is very possible still. So, you units, I mean, you could go into those militia hoplites, no point though. I know they're shaken, but I don't want to risk running into a phalanx. That's just plain stupid in my opinion. Speed it up slightly. I mean, how are you? You are shaken, but you're not wavering, so let's not charge into them. Or just charge. Okay, right. That's not what I told you to do. Get out there. Get out there. They're steady. They're steady. Get out. They're eager. They're eager. Get out. Get out. Well, who are you? Light lancers. You can take light lancers down. No, not the phalanx. Scythian nobles, not the phalanx. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Right. They're not doing their orders. Okay, mass route over there. Good. Let's just pause it for a second. I've been focusing so heavily on what the heavy cavalry's doing. I've kind of neglected what the archer cavalry's been doing, or the missile cavalry. So chase all those guys down individually. We've wrapped those guys up really solidly. It's just this 1 unit of levy pikemen and 2 units of hoplites caused one of our generals to rout and nearly die, in fact. Right, you Scythian horse archers get on those levy pikemen. We haven't got a lot of heavy cavalry left, as a matter of fact, because they haven't really done what they're told. This is all we've got. They are shaken, but I don't want to charge into a phalanx, really. You know what, they've got their spears up, just quickly. That was a running order. No, now they've gone back. No, they've gone back. Let's cancel the order. Cancel the order. Cancel the order. Away from them. Right, you two focus on this unit of levy pikemen now. They're causing me a bit of trouble. Right, to be fair, these levy pikemen are wavering. Oh, they've gone back to shaken now. It's annoying. Quickly, while they've got their spears down the wrong side, quickly charge into them. Come on, go on. Get them to rout. It's taken ages. Get them to rout. broken. Okay, good. Right, get them down. We've done. We are done indeed. Right, get those lads down as well. We've done a solid job. But we did take too many losses. But look, at least how many of them we killed? We killed 4 Macedonian generals, to be fair. So we got 1,000 kills. They got about 230. So not too bad. Not too bad, and you know we can recover those casualties. They can't recover their generals and the bodyguards that are associated with them. I think we might have let one general slip away though, which is a bit of a shame, meaning we might not be able to take Athens. Oh, okay, it's interesting. Very interesting. So the Macedonians are no longer a thing, but for some reason Athens has turned rebel rather than the fact we take it. Probably because it wasn't under siege or something, I don't know. But anyway, faction destroyed Macedon, which is good. And now obviously we're going to put Athens, what am I saying? Athens under siege. So yeah, you do that. And we only have 1 infantry unit, so we'll get a siege tower. But yeah, Athens doesn't look that strong now. We can sort that out soon. Merge the units. Not too bad at all. So, I think that's all we can do for this turn. I'll make sure everyone's recruiting. For example, Sparta isn't. So I'll make sure everyone's recruiting. And I think we'll call that a turn. And we'll advance probably on towards the Scipii. Okay, long story short, I spent a ton of money on recruitment. But it's basically just long queues. So I can get the money back if I want to pretty quickly. So I think we'll end the turn. The Greek sort of peninsula is pretty much ours now. It's only Termon that we have to deal with. So if we combine all the force here, we should be able to take Termon relatively simply, and then we can go on and face the Romans. That's and then all of this can focus on the Romans. It'd be pretty awesome to really focus on the Italian peninsula. And of course we're still at war with Germania and Dacia, so it's still very interesting. Let's advance the turn and see what happens. Okay, end of turn. The Senates aren't really doing anything. That's fine. Anyone else? The Germanians didn't. The Dacians... Oh, there was a Dacian on the bridge. I thought it was a Germanian. Fair enough. Okay, so Artavasd has been attacked by Skylurus. Basically him and a ton of warband. Well, this is one of these situations where we can't win, but we can probably do a lot of damage. But yeah, we can't win, in my opinion. But I reckon we could do a solid job. Purely because we're on a bridge and we have much more arrow fire. But until we have more... reinforcements, I don't think we could win this kind of battle, but it would be nice to certainly do some damage to basically the main and only Dacian force that I'm aware of that still exists. Okay, here we are on the bridge. Start the deployment indeed. We don't have a front line, so normally what I would do if I had a large diverse army, is I'd have a unit of spearmen on here and I'd have tons of arrow fire and we'd be able to hold them on the bridge. Very small bridge, which works not in our favour, works in their favour. But we can just basically do the same tactics as skirmish around them. It's pretty much it. So we'll have you guys, the Peltasts, probably around here on skirmish mode and running. And then you two on skirmish mode and running. And then I'll manually control the general myself. The general can be about here-ish. Okay, start the battle. And there are the Dacians. So it'll take a while still for them to get across the bridge because there's so many units concentrated, and we should be able to get a good few hits on them at least. So I'll speed it up slightly though, because it's not going to be the most interesting thing in the world. Okay, Peltas, the mercenaries did not do a good job at skirmishing really. They got away just in time. Yeah. Okay, speed up slightly though. As long as we don't get into any melee combat. I'm most worried about their general. He's going to be the biggest trouble. Okay, wasn't concentrating and their general has charged my general. Right, okay, yeah. We should probably get out of there. That's my bad. I just completely wasn't looking at the general. And he suffered slightly from that. Not too bad. I'm actually going to draw their general away from my Scythian horse archers because I don't want him to get involved with those lads. So if you want to go on a wild chase around here, I'm more than happy for you to do that. So just go all the way over there just for a minute while I try and sort these guys out. Right. So they're shaken already. These warband are shaken, so we're already doing a pretty solid job of that. Of course, once the missile troops run out of arrows, they cease to become useful, as per usual. Okay, I'm literally just running in circles with this general. I can't defeat that guy. He's got nearly double the amount of heavy cavalry than I have. But I can sure as hell eliminate him from the fight just by keeping him away in that corner. Okay, the mercenaries have run out of missiles, but they could probably just attack this unit of warband. Problem is, there's another unit of warband very close who are shaken, so you focus on that, You might as well just get as many of them down before they rout away. So let's see how this works. And I've got to keep an eye on my general this time as well. Let's pause for a second. So you stay on skirmish mode just in case, because I can't control both of you at the same time. How's the general doing over here? Hopefully he's not too close. Okay. Okay. Mercenaries are indeed in a melee combat. It is with the routing unit, I think, not with them. What I'm going to do is just get my general to come over here for a bit so he can just control himself for a second. I want to see what's going on over here. They are wavering, so honestly, I think yeah, okay, good. What we'll do, you get into them, you melee combat them. We'll be able to take them both down before they rout too far. Okay, stop. My general's not running. Come on. Run. Run. He's very tired as well. Yep, he's starting to be taken down. Yep. Yep. Run. Run out of there. That's not what I asked you to do. Run. He routed. Please just don't die. Just don't die. I don't care if you rout. He didn't do what he was told. Run away. If you're going to rout, do it properly. Go on. Get away. Oh, flip. Okay, he's about to survive. Good. Alright. Unfortunately, we did not manage to kill their general. Now, everyone's fighting a unit of warband, and they're going to die. They're going to die, quite simply. These guys weren't on skirmish mode. Please say I didn't take them off I didn't take them off skirmish mode. At no point they routed. Okay. Well, that unit's gone down, even though I didn't take them off skirmish mode, but they decided they weren't going to do what they were told anyway, so yeah. You might as well rout, meaning we have one more unit left. You can do a bit more damage. We have actually done a lot more damage to them than they've done to us, which is good at least. So it's just this single unit now. I'll speed it up quite a lot. Okay, we've been slightly backed into a corner here. The AI is not very clever like that. Run this way. Come on. Taking off skirmish mode for a second just so you run that way. They are wavering, to be fair. We could just... Come on, come on. If they're wavering... Broken. There we go. Yep, got another unit down. That's nice. They're taunting. That's very interesting. Okay. You don't see that very often. You should be running, which is what I told you to do. Maybe they're very tired, so they can't. Are they too tired to run? That's fascinating. Okay. Yeah, they're very, very tired. Okay, probably time you just rout as well. Get off the field. Okay, don't run into the warband when you're doing it. Oh, they're idiots, aren't they? Right. Right, cancel that order. Run over here. Flee properly, please. No, no, they just charged into the general. Oh, face palm. They just charged into the general instead of routing. Okay. Well, I didn't even look at the stats then. I think we got quite a few more kills than they did. I think it was like 370 to 72, so we still did a lot more damage. But yeah, very stupid AI moves. It caused trouble there. No, I don't want a 50-year-old general, thank you very much. Okay. Well, that wasn't the best thing, but we did a lot more damage than they did to us, I think, anyway. We need more troops in this region. It's as simple as that. We need more troops. You know, what have we actually got? We got, you know, these three, that unit, and this. We need some mercenaries. Let's get some Illyrians. I like Illyrians. Let's get 3 Illyrians. Bastani would be quite cool, but let's not get Bastani. Let's just keep it as it is. So what I'm going to do, merge into one army and try and bait Silurus, or we could just go around that way into a Quincum. No, we need to get Silurus down. I just don't want to go through a bridge to get to him. So I'll try and bait him again. So what we're going to do, we're all going to stand here. Form one decently sized army. Merge up. And just stand here and wait for him to attack us. Hopefully he does. So that's the situation over there. Okay, now, the Scipii. The Scipii, yes. So first of all, Zaius, you're going to head back to Salona. Ah, the Julii have not gone from Segestica. They have not. But they're... Don't know what they're quite doing, to be honest. But they're not going for Segestica, but they are still around. So, okay, we'll retrain these units, of course. And we can't recruit any more because population is too low. So we should probably, yeah, get some farming in and stuff. Okay, probably next we have to deal with... Well, let's just deal with the Germanians first. Because we've got this little force, Vartabazd. No decent mercenaries, though. We have 3 units in Vicus Marconomi. Probably know how you say it. And there are 2 units in Vicus Gothi. So it makes sense for us to go there first. Start heading in that direction. Try and attack them. A unit of Bastani would be pretty cool, but let's not for the moment. We'll see. We'll see. the Scipii. The Scipii. Here we are. We have Paratua and this pretty solid force. In Apollonia, there's literally nothing. They haven't besieged Apollonia yet, interestingly enough. But neither here nor there. In fact, they're actually rebelling, so we need to get troops back into Apollonia pretty quickly, just to sort of make them feel better. And yeah, unfortunately, we actually need to seriously win this because we need to get troops back into Apollonia. That's very interesting. Okay. Well, I think it is probably time that we attack Captain Amulius outside of Apollonia, of course. Oh, also, let's have a look at Athens quickly before we do that, because there's a Dorus of Sparta's eyeing up Athens as well, which is pretty interesting. So we can now besiege Athens. I'm probably going to auto-resolve this. Reason is it's massively in our favour, and also we only have one siege tower. So if that burns, then we can't get into Athens. So I might as well auto-resolve it to reduce that possibility. I think that's probably a good idea. Okay, clear victory. Yeah, we took a few more losses than we would have because it's a punishment for auto-resolving, but it's fine. Do we want to exterminate them? Not really. We could enslave them. But they're... I'm going to enslave them. I'm going to take a risk and... Yeah, that's fine. Enslaving them, that wasn't a problem. We'll lower the tax rate. We will repair the walls and all these buildings as well. What we'll do, first priority is probably getting a shrine in. Shrine to Pepe will be fine. Probably not how you say it, but whatever. So yeah, we've taken assessment, our first assessment of today, and now we can focus on Termon, which shouldn't be too bad because it should be a lot of phalanx rather than cavalry, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. So we'll sort out an army, we'll retrain these troops. Are we already doing that? No, I forgot to do that. So we'll retrain all these troops. In fact, no. Whoa. Merge the units up, make it more efficient. There we go. And then retrain you and recruit another unit of Scythian horse archers. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Now it's time to deal with the Scipii outside of Apollonia, because the Scipii are causing trouble and Paratua doesn't like it. So I think the time has come to... I think we're already at war with the Scipii, but have our first fight against them. It's a pretty big fight as well. We need to get them out of our land so we can start focusing on either that Julii army, which looks a bit troublesome as well, or more likely just advancing over towards the Italian mainland, of course. Okay, here goes nothing. We are going to attack the Scipii. Yeah, 8 reinforcements. I think the AI can probably control them. I'll allow it this one time. So Paratua, 1,039 men. All of them Scythian horse archers, apart from 67 of them, which are general's bodyguards. So that's not too bad. And then Captain Amulius, a lot of light cavalry. That's annoying. That is annoying. A lot of Equites, who are very weak, but they are stronger than the Scythian horse archers in the melee. I'd rather have more Hastati, to be honest, than the Equites, but that's not how it's worked. And also, cavalry auxilia are a bit of a trouble as well. So, very interesting, actually. So it's a slightly post-Marian army because there's cavalry auxilia, but it's mainly pre-Marian. So, I don't know, a bit of a mismatch there, but whatever. I think it's time we fight this. Let's do this. Right, here we are, outside of Apollonia. That was a pretty cool scene, to be fair. Oh, look at all those horses. Wow, this is what it's like to play as Scythia. A sea of horses. Yeah, very interesting indeed. And you can see the navy over there. It's actually it's a oddly beautiful game. This really is. Anyway, enough distractions. Let's get on to the task at hand. The Scipii are backed off against the sea, which is good. Very good indeed. And we have the uphill advantage. So in that respect, everything's working for us. Now, get these 2 heavy cavalry out of the way for a second. I need to sort out the horse archers, who can be grouped actually. And of course, skirmish mode, sprint. Let's put them on a loose formation, just because why the hell not? And then back off and just put them as wide as possible. Like, no, like, can we even do that? Have we got too many? I think we've got so many horse archers that yeah, we can't actually fit them all. So you just hang out like that. The heavy cavalry I will control personally, and they can be probably on this flank, sort of along here, acting as one single force. That'll be fine, like so. Let's start the battle, and let's move forward. So, all of you guys, start moving forward in a nice long line, like that. And we'll get my heavy cavalry to move forward as well towards the Scipii. Okay, they've advanced more aggressively than I thought they would. Sprinting, lads, now. Right, yeah, you do that. Right, okay. What have we got? We've got Cavalry Auxilia, which will be a little bit troublesome. It'll be annoying rather than troublesome, I would say. A ton of Equites along this flank. Right, okay. Cavalry, just get along here, get out of the way of their javelins that the Cavalry Auxilia have. In fact, the Cavalry Auxilia are starting to fire on us. Right, this is going too fast. Let's slow it down slightly. As long as we don't get into any melee combat, but the problem is Equites on the loose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get you to charge in that unit of Equites, and to be honest, I'm going to get you to do the same as well. The problem is, 2 units of heavy cavalry will not be enough to take out all the Equites. So I should have actually probably bought Zailes, and he would have been quite useful. But we need to start running towards the Equites, and not get distracted by other Equites. Right, they've routed. Good. Pause straight away. Pause straight away. Now get into those unit of Equites who are already shaken. Equites are incredibly weak. You get into that unit of Equites. They're really weak, Equites. If we can kill all the Equites... Yep, they're routed as well. Good. Good. Love routing Equites. They've routed. Equites are so weak. Oh my goodness. Right. Cavalry Auxilia. They're shaken. I mean, if we can get into a melee combat with them, good, because they'll probably rout. Yep, they've broken. Cavalry Auxilia, broken. Oh, okay, wow, we have broken a lot of Scipii units. Unfortunately, I would like to get them down, physically down, but they're probably going to be too fast for us. You can try and get them down. And you... Oh, that's on my warlord. No, you don't get distracted with the Equites. You need to be killing more Equites or routing more Equites. So you get onto these Equites over here. It's probably the next idea. And stop. You stop. Right, and then you... yeah, don't be chasing those Equites, waste of time. Instead, you need to be chasing their wavering, Equites are so weak, it's beautiful. Get onto these Equites. Yeah, I've said Equites too many times this episode already. Yeah, you have charged into the Equites. Oh no, you're the warlord, that's fine. They're wavering, how are you still standing? Shaken, wow, okay, these Equites are a bit stronger. No, okay, they've routed, yeah, what I expected. Right, how many have we killed them? They've killed... Right, wow. Okay, this is what I mean. The Scythian armies are pretty strong. We've killed 42% of them, and they haven't killed a single percentage of us. So, yeah, that's quite interesting. Right, you get onto this unit of Equites now. We are literally just doing this with 2 units of heavy cavalry, essentially. That's pretty much all we're doing. As long as we don't get into a fight with the Hastati, I don't want to fight the Hastati. I want to break the Equites. You run around here. Don't get in the way of the Hastati. Right, you're eager? Equites eager? What? Right, you come around here, come around here. Come around here. Back up these, this general. Yep, they're routed, good. Pause again. Wow, this is literally textbook of how to deal with Romans if you're Scythia, if I say so myself. Okay, 2 units of heavy cavalry, so useful. Didn't tell you to charge the Hastati, but they broke anyway. Fine. Right, let's pause it for a second. Have an actual look at what's going on, because a couple of units have recovered, although they are shaken. Yeah, a couple of units have recovered, which is slightly annoying. Means these guys might die. You should be on skirmish mode. All of them should be on skirmish mode. I think if you put them into melee, they cease to go on skirmish mode. These guys might die, but okay. A lot of routing Romans. Okay, let's pause again quickly. Again, right. What exactly is going on? I want you chasing off... Right, no, I want you two chasing off this guy. I want you two... You could probably just get on the Weletes, they'll break. Go on. All of you on a single unit of Weletes, they'll break straight away. Right, a lot of routing units. This has gone spectacularly well. I thought this was going to be really difficult, but apparently not. I don't know, maybe I'm speaking too soon. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. All of you guys, I really want to have a look at the stats after this. This would be fantastic. Have they literally all routed apart from these 2 units? I think so. So where's our heavy cavalry? We have 1 unit of heavy cavalry over here, so you need to get back in the back of those Hastati, and 1 unit over here, you need to get in the back of those Hastati. I think we pretty much wrapped it up. That was really quick. Really quick. So you're all charging the Weletes. They've already broken before we touch them. The Hastati are wavering. I mean, Hastati wavering is just madness for Scythian horse archers. And then there we go. Just the war dogs left, I think. Yeah, just the war dogs left. Get on those war dogs and we're fine. There we go. There we go indeed. Okay. You get no Hastati. Make sure no Hastati survive. That's the important thing. War dog handlers, you go. You take out those war dogs. We've done a really solid job. We've done a really solid job. Let's speed up. Speed up. So 5% of us down. 91% of their army down. Did they have a general? They didn't, did they? It was Captain Amulius. So that army might completely disappear. Clear victory. 951 kills to 48. What can I say? What can I say? It's pretty good. Battle statistics screen. The warlords, yeah, they inflicted a solid like 200 and so casualties. So yeah, well, only 20 of them died, so that was really good. They did a really, really solid job. Indeed, yeah. So 45 men managed to do about 200 odd damage, which is pretty solid indeed. They killed at least 4 people each. And then of course all these Scythian horse archers did a pretty good job as well. So yeah, really, really good battle. Fantastic start to fighting the Scipii. And it's good because I no longer fear the Julii quite as much. I honestly think the easiest faction to deal with the Romans is the Scythians. I think they are. Who are these Brutii? 3 units. We can back them off. I think Paratua. Or should he start heading north to start to intercept that? This is the choice we've got now. Is do we attack Amulius Julius, another Amulius, or do we just go into the mainland? I would like to go into the mainland, but do we have a ship? We do. Incidentally, we have two small ships. Admiral Oppius, don't want to fight him though. Don't want to fight Admiral Oppius. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this guy into, oh, that's the Greek docks. Well, as we're here, we might as well blockade the, or not. There's a Scipii army, which we are flipping out. Really, please win. Yes, okay, good. Right. Blockade, no, yeah, blockade the port. Blockade the port, good. Now, Paratua. Get rid of Captain Marcellus. I'm going to auto-resolve that. Clear victory, fine. And then what I want is, I'm going to pray the Julii don't attack us, and we can get on that ship. Don't want the Julii navy to attack us. We basically have no navy. As Scythia, you don't have a lot of navy, particularly at the beginning. So, yeah, but, I mean, looking at them, Tarentum's not that strong. Croton's not that strong. You know, these settlements aren't that strong unless they have huge armies, which I doubt they do at this stage of the game. Over in Italy still, we should be relatively fine. Although this army could go and help out with Termon, I feel like we have enough force here, combined in the Greek area, to deal with that. So that should be fine. I'm going to nearly call this an episode. But I think last thing we need to do is, as a Seleucid diplomat, shame, hopefully he speaks to us. I'd like to speak to him. You, of course, head over to Themyscira. I don't think we need all these units. I think you can head over. Not what I told you to do. I think you can head over. I don't think you need to, mate. You're cool. You're cool. You start heading over towards the Germania region. That would be cool. Right. Yeah, is there much more we can do this turn? I mean, hopefully he attacks us there. Campus Lazages, we can bring over a horse archer. Like so. But other than that, not a lot more we can do. What we can start doing, the last thing is, mobilising an army to take on Termon. So in Sparta, we have 3 solid units. In Croton, we have a solid unit. We won't need... To be honest, to fight the Greeks, I actually don't want any infantry. Or basically none, essentially. So, we'll get you here. We'll get you here. We'll bring 1 unit of axemen to the party. We'll bring 1 unit of axemen, like so. And then Athens itself. Oh, we're going to rest up in Athens, so we won't do that yet. Everywhere's recruiting. I think. Oh, flip! Do you know what I've just remembered? Apollonia is. Oh dear. Oh dear. What I've just realised is Apollonia is in trouble, and I didn't help it out. I forgot, and we can't get anyone over in time. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. No, that's really bad. That's really bad. Okay, I'm going to have to pray Apollonia doesn't revolt. Just for 1 turn. Please don't revolt. Otherwise it's going to be really annoying after all the fighting we've done. Just as many peasants as we can. Just don't revolt. Would horse archers help? Would you rather horse archers? It doesn't really make any difference, does it? Oh, might do. No, I don't think it will. Please, just don't revolt. That would be really annoying if they revolted. Right, I'm going to end the turn probably one more time, and we'll end the episode there. But if Apollonia turns rebel, I won't be very happy, that's for sure. Also, we should be able to... What's our best port? Corinth, I think, is our best port. Rather than recruiting horse archers, rather you start recruiting biremes. Get a couple of biremes in. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, end the turn. Don't revolt Apollonia. Is all I think they did. Did they? I don't know. I'm probably looking at the wrong thing. Right, Dacians attacked us. I think we've got the upper hand, to be honest. This time, I think we finally got the upper hand on Silurus. It's just him and 3 warband. One of them is depleted. So, yeah, I reckon we've got the upper hand. I really do. So I think I will probably end this episode here. And next time, we'll defeat Silurus and then head towards Aquincum, like so. Germanian's quite deep in our territory, which is a slight concern, but not too bad. We'll start the war properly with Germania by attacking and hopefully taking Vicus Gothai. Apollonia doesn't look like it's... Is it happy now? Suddenly Apollonia's happy. Okay, fine by me. Probably because they've got a unit of horse archers in time. And we can start fighting the Greeks in Termon. So quite a lot's going on, and we might even reach them in Skyra if you're lucky as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. A lot more episodes will be on the way, and I'll see you around.